Okay, so there we have it. It is the first leg of the pick six, and we talk about those special moments in racing. Of course, well done to St. John Gray. I believe 1,000 winners as an owner, trainer, and breeder. So well done to him. He's already got the champers loaded, and that'll be exploding shortly. But to Gavin Larena, a grand old man, is number one, Dawn Assault. And Gav, you'll tell us a little bit more. He's relentless. He doesn't want to get beaten. I know that those legs are getting a little bit old, but he certainly knows how to win a race.
Yeah, he definitely does. You know, the race worked out perfectly for me. And like you say, he's relentless, this horse. And, you know, he was building up to it. But with 100 to go, he started lunging for me. And I knew I was going to get there. And
last run, of course, you can always put a line through it, Gav. I know that he was drawn 18 of 20 in the Summer Cup, worked hard from a deep barrier gate. So fair enough to say he's much better than that.
Yeah, so you can put a line right through that. Yeah, it was quite a tough run for him.
And lovely to have your family on course. I know that Vix has brought the kids along, so I believe they're your biggest supporter, Gav.
They definitely are. Wonderful to have them here. Big thank you to my family and to my Jida and to my Uncle Gilbert and Robert at home. I hope they're starting to feel better. Big thank you to Wilgeborstrift and Mertzfontein. And to win Mr. Gray's 1,000th winner, I'm so blessed to ride it for him. He's supported me so much. He's a great trainer and a horseman. So well done to him and his team.
There we go. The champers have been popped, and why not? Mr. Gray, well done, Gav. Come and have a glass of champers. Why not? We talk about those special moments, and it's 1,000, of course, for St. John Gray as an owner, trainer, and breeder, and that's what they'll toast to. The camera will obviously zoom in. Lovely to have Romeo Francis, who's always been the right-hand man for Sinji, and the Moe's flowing in a big way. Of course, thanks very much to World Sports Betting for being on board for today's meeting. And why not? All smiles. There we go. Toast in the air for St. John Gray. And this one's for Dawn Assault. And, of course, lovely to have Gavin Larena with his family on course this afternoon. So, well played. Thanks very much, Gav. Well done to the guys that have brought down that. And, Mr. Gray, that's what racing's all about. Of course, we all aim to achieve big things in life. And 1,000 winners as an owner, trainer, and breeder. What does it feel like?
Yeah, it feels fantastic. You can imagine. But fantastic for Gavin, you know. He's ridden some of my top horses, Dance with the Devil in particular, so I'm a bit emotional about this. But, yeah, it's fantastic that I could do it with Gavin.
And Mr. Gray, of course, you've always been transparent with us, and it's always great to catch up with you on our midweek meetings, even at Turfentine. So a heartily congratulations from the Teletrack family, the racing fraternity, and long may those winners continue.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Before you run away, I'll get into big trouble. Ronnie's Candy, 8 to 10. What do you think?
That's very sharp. It's very sharp. I think, you know, that horse of Matchets has beaten us before. Now we've got to give it 2 kilos. But, you know, maybe that previous run, I don't know what that would have done to her. But Ronnie's well. Ronnie's well, and she'll run her best race.
Well, let's hope it'll be 1,001 winners. Of course, great to see those colours as always, and well done, Mr. Gray.
Thanks so much.
Very well done. Of course, emotional times, and the champers will continue for a long time. I promise you that. Another toast behind the scenes. Good to have them all on course, and it is number one, Dawn Assault, the 6-year-old that has now notched up his 11th career victory from a half a century of runs, the big 50, and he's got that 11th win. So well done. I think everybody would have survived the first leg of the pick six. Disappointing was Lord Silverio, but he'll be back to fight another day. Get those jackpots on. We're going to go and enjoy the moment.
Meters, they all set, gates fly, and they're racing and racing to a perfect start. Quite a fierce battle up front for the early lead in a small field over this trip. Diamond Dancer, Seville Orange. The two of them won it. Seville Orange, though, was a